Hello guys, welcome back. This is RandoGEEK. Alright, so we have an article here from Fierce Wireless. The link will be down below in the description for you. But the headline here says Verizon opens 100s of Total by Verizon stores. So this is according to Industry Voices More. So we're going to read some of this article here. Some of it we're going to skip right past. So basically what happened is there was a 2023 edition of the All Wireless and Prepaid Expo. At this expo, we have someone here that, the article is coming from, and they're saying that they're the conference director of the expo, which basically means that they spent, time at the expo on stage introducing leaders of the prepaid industry. There were two very big things that were discussed there. One was the Affordable Connectivity Program. And the second story, which is the biggest, they're saying, which they're calling the rise of Total by Verizon. So the author is saying that they felt like the expo was the debutante ball for Total by Verizon. So what they're saying is the debutante ball is a formal party that celebrates the progression of a girl to womanhood. And they think that Total by Verizon is exactly at that stage now. So the top moment came during the keynote address by Lee Mazurek, who is the vice president for the indirect channel with Verizon Value Brands. She said that several hundred Total by Verizon stores would open in 2023, with several hundred more opening in 2024. So at some point, there is a plan to have several thousand Total by Verizon stores open. They're saying this is a huge development for the prepaid market, but it isn't a bolt out of the blue. So apparently LA Business First, a business publication in Southern California, reported in June that Total by Verizon plans to open more than 100 stores in the Los Angeles area in 2023. So they're saying this is a tall order, but Verizon is investing and the ecosystem is developing. So nationwide carriers have long had a store presence across the U.S. for their prepaid brands, such as T-Mobile has Metro by T-Mobile and at&t has Cricket Wireless. Sprint for a long time had Boost Mobile, but now Boost Mobile is operated by Dish Network, and Verizon has long been the odd man out for such an effort, they're saying. And that's changing now, they're also saying. So they're saying this is a tall order. Between them, Metro by T-Mobile, Cricket Wireless, and Boost Mobile have roughly 15,000 stores. So the first sign that Verizon was serious about this was a major announcement that was made last September. Embedded in the announcement is a film that was shot at one of the first Total by Verizon stores, which is in Passaic, New Jersey. Two Verizon prepaid executives were in the film. Verizon is serious about this, they're saying. Verizon hosted events at the expo and had meeting rooms set aside. Master dealers Amnes, NextGen, and AntGen are working heavily to get dealers to open stores. A recent post on LinkedIn that hints about NextGen's recent efforts at the expo is there as well. You can click on that link. They're saying trade publications seen at the expo had ads from Verizon master dealers pitching a $10K bonus for each store opened by a dealer through the end of August. So Victra is playing a significant role in this rollout. This is one of Verizon's top dealers, and it operates more than 1,650 Verizon stores. So serious advertising is now underway. For months, there was nothing but an introductory TV ad, which they're saying was introducing the Galaxy A13, saying that was mostly intended to introduce the brand to prospects. But now there is a heavy TV advertising. With this current all-in TV ad, which is pitching the current offer of a free Galaxy A13 5G and unlimited family lines for as low as $25 per month. The ad drives prospects to totalbyverizon.com/all-in. However, this is not the first time that this has been tried. So they're saying that all the way back in 2016, Verizon launched a rollout of stores that were selling nothing but Verizon prepaid. Scores of such stores were launched, but the effort was not sustained and the effort eventually fizzled out. Also, when Verizon bought TracFone in 2021, it inherited a Total Wireless store chain. These stores were essentially a supermarket of various TracFone brands. including 3 that are no longer actively sold. At one point, there were more than 200 stores, and early plans call for a much larger number. However, Verizon scuttled this effort last summer, just ahead of launch of the Total by Verizon brand. So they're saying that Verizon wanted the new Total by Verizon brand to be more closely associated with Verizon and the brand halo of Verizon's network, which often wins awards. Also, the predecessor, Total Wireless brand, used green as its color, while Total by Verizon uses the same red color that Verizon uses. So they're saying there's no guarantee of success, but the effort is there. So the Verizon prepaid store effort launched in 2016 fizzled out, and the Total Wireless store solution was also discontinued. There are no guarantees that this effort will be successful, they're saying. However, those efforts were small by comparison with Total by Verizon store effort. Either way, they're saying this is a serious effort by the company with deep pockets. The 2023 All Wireless and Prepaid Expo was its debutante ball, they're saying. So there you have it, guys. So I agree here. I think this is a massive tryout for them. I think that they're very serious on trying to get this prepaid brand out. We've been hearing a lot about Total by Verizon. They've been upgrading their plans. They've been, as the article suggests, advertising. They've been in the news much more in recent months because we're seeing a lot of this with Verizon, to be honest. We're seeing this with Total. We're seeing this with Straight Talk. I think Verizon is really trying to grab customers in any way they can. So I think that's what this is all about, just getting people to use their service. And I don't know, maybe they're trying to figure it all out how they want to do this. Maybe at some point the plan will be to kind of, get everybody in on all these prepaid plans and maybe hopefully try to hook them to the postpaid side, on, Verizon postpaid. I don't know. Or maybe Verizon just feels they're comfortable with, getting the kickbacks off of all the prepaid side, and it's enough for them as long as they're getting clients, and they figure, well, at the end they can total it all up and say that they have all these customers. They still get credit for this. It's not as much value as it would be on the postpaid side, but it all counts, right? It all adds up. And, these are still Verizon's companies, so they're just subsidiaries of them. So either way, good to see that these options are still there. There's a lot of people that like using Total. They like having the option to use the Verizon network, but change it up a bit, not deal directly with Verizon postpaid. Technically at the end of the day, you're still dealing with Verizon, but it's a change, right? It's not the postpaid side. The customer service is going to be a little different. Things are going to be a little different. Your payment's made through a different website. So at least you feel like if you're not someone that likes Verizon postpaid, maybe you had a bad experience, you just don't want to deal with it. You don't want to give up Verizon service. Maybe it works very well for you. These are good options. When you have, the Total by Wireless, the Straight Talks, even Visible, is Verizon's network, and it is Verizon's company, but you're not dealing with Verizon directly. You're dealing with Visible customer service. So good to see that these options are still there. This is pretty big for them. Will it work? I don't know. But I guess they feel we got to try. We got to do what we got to do at this point. So there must be some motive here. They must have something that can back it up for them to invest like this, right? They're increasing sales on a Total side for them to feel it's worth boosting and opening these stores. So, that's how I see it. You wouldn't just open them, if you didn't have some kind of evidence that people want it. Customers want this brand. So, all right, guys, as always, thanks for stopping by and watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.